Question 1. The Union Cabinet approved continuation of the Atal Pension Yojana, APY, until which financial year? The correct answer is C, FY 2030-31. Union Cabinet approved APY continuation till FY 2030-31 in January 2026. APY was launched in May 2015 for workers in the unorganized sector. It offers a guaranteed minimum pension of 1,000 rupees to 5,000 per month from age 60. Support includes developmental and promotional activities plus gap funding. Over 8.66 crore subscribers had enrolled as of January 2026. Question 2. The National Sports Governance, National Sports Bodies, Rules 2026, released in January 2026, were notified under which Act? The correct answer is A, National Sports Governance Act, 2025. The rules were released by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports in January 2026. They were notified under the National Sports Governance Act, 2025. National sports bodies must include at least 4 sportspersons of outstanding merit. A search committee headed by the Cabinet Secretary prepares panels for board appointments. The panel of names remains valid for 1 year. Question 3. What is the corpus of the Startup India Fund of Funds 2.0, approved in the Union Budget 2026-27? The correct answer is B, 10,000 crore rupees. The Union Cabinet approved Startup India Fund of Funds 2.0 in February 2026. It has a corpus of 10,000 crore rupees. It aims to support high-tech areas requiring patient long-term capital. It offers a safety net for early growth stage startup founders. It also encourages startup investment beyond major metro cities. Question 4. The Urban Challenge Fund, approved in the Union Budget 2026-27, provides total central assistance of how much for the period 2025-26 to 2030-31? The correct answer is C, 1 lakh rupees crore. The Urban Challenge Fund was approved with total central assistance of 1 lakh rupees crore. It covers the period 2025-26 to 2030-31. It funds integrated spatial and transit planning, urban mobility and climate resilience. Central assistance covers 25% of project cost, with minimum 50% from market sources. It is available to large cities, state or UT capitals and major industrial cities. Question 5. Which mission's next phase, aimed at strengthening India's chip manufacturing ecosystem, was announced in the Union Budget 2026-27? The correct answer is B, Semiconductor Mission 2.0. The Semiconductor Mission 2.0 was announced in the Union Budget 2026-27. It builds on the original India Semiconductor Mission. The mission aims to strengthen India's chip design and fabrication ecosystem. It supports the government's Atmanirbhar Bharat push in electronics. It complements existing PLI schemes for semiconductor manufacturing. Question 6. The Biopharma Shakti scheme, announced in Budget 2026-27 to enable domestic biologics production, will run for how many years? The correct answer is B, 5 years. The Biopharma Shakti scheme was announced in the Union Budget 2026-27. It will be implemented for a period of 5 years. It aims to enable domestic production of biologics. It supports India's growing bioeconomy under the BioE3 policy framework. It complements schemes like the RDI scheme and the Sujvika portal. Question 7. The Credit Repayment Guarantee Scheme announced in Budget 2026-27 sets up a dedicated corpus of what amount for smaller urban local bodies? The correct answer is B. 5,000 crore rupees. The scheme covers smaller ULBs with less than 1 lakh population and northeastern and hilly states. It has a dedicated corpus of 5,000 crore rupees. First-time loans get a government guarantee of up to 7 crore rupees or 70% of the loan, whichever is lower. Repeat loans get an additional guarantee up to 7 crore rupees or 50% of the loan. It effectively covers projects worth up to rupees 20 to 28 crore for these cities. Question 8. Sujvika, an AI-driven biotech product trade intelligence portal, was launched in February 2026 to mark which milestone? The correct answer is B. 40th Foundation Day of the Department of Biotechnology. Sujvika was launched on 24th February 2026, marking 40 years of the Department of Biotechnology. It is an AI-driven biotech product trade intelligence portal. India's bioeconomy was valued at $165.7 billion in 2024. The government targets a $1 trillion bioeconomy by 2047. The launch also highlighted a 2,000 crore rupees RDI call under the BioE3 policy. Question 9. The Small Hydropower (SHP) Development Scheme, approved in March 2026, has what outlay and covers which capacity range of projects? The correct answer is A. 2,584.60 crore rupees, projects of 1 to 25 megawatts. The Union Cabinet approved the SHP Development Scheme on 18 March 2026. It has an outlay of 2,584.60 crore rupees for FY 2026-27 to FY 2030-31. The scheme supports small hydro projects between 1 to 25 megawatts capacity. It especially benefits hilly and northeastern states. It is expected to generate 51 lakh percentage of employment during construction. Question 10. The Regional Connectivity Scheme, modified UDAN, approved in March 2026, aims to develop how many airports from existing unserved airstrips? The correct answer is C. 100 airports. Modified UDAN was approved by the Union Cabinet on 25 March 2026 with an outlay of 28,840 crore rupees. The scheme runs for 10 years, from FY 2026 to 27 to FY 2035 to 36. It aims to develop 100 airports from existing unserved airstrips. As of March 2026, UDAN had operationalized 663 routes across 95 airports. The scheme supports the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision for aviation. Question 11. The Union Cabinet approved the Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool, BMI pool, in April 2026 with a sovereign guarantee of what amount? The correct answer is C. 12,980 crore rupees. The Union Cabinet approved the Bharat Maritime Insurance Pool on 18 April 2026. It carries a sovereign guarantee of 12,980 crore rupees. The pool's combined underwriting capacity from member insurers is around 950 crore rupees. It covers hull and machinery, cargo, protection and indemnity, and war risk. The pool reduces India's dependence on foreign insurers like the International Group of P&I clubs. Question 12. In April 2026, the Union Cabinet approved the continuation of which rural road connectivity scheme? The correct answer is C. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana 3. The Union Cabinet approved the continuation of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana 3 on 18 April 2026. PMGSY aims to provide all-weather road connectivity to rural habitations. PMGSY 3 focuses on upgrading existing rural roads and connectivity infrastructure. It falls under the Ministry of Rural Development. The scheme supports overall rural infrastructure development goals. Question 13. The Nutrient-Based Subsidy (NBS) rates for Kharif season 2026 approved by the Cabinet in April 2026 apply to which category of fertilizers? The correct answer is B. Phosphatic and potassic (P&K) fertilizers. The Union Cabinet approved NBS rates for Kharif season 2026 on 8 April 2026. NBS applies to phosphatic and potassic or P&K fertilizers. The subsidy ensures P&K fertilizers remain affordable for farmers. It was approved alongside other Kharif season agricultural decisions. The scheme is administered by the Department of Fertilizers. Question 14. Under ECLGS 5.0, approved by the Cabinet in May 2026, what is the maximum additional credit guarantee cover available to passenger airlines? The correct answer is C. 1,500 crore rupees. ECLGS 5.0 was approved by the Union Cabinet on 5 May 2026. It covers MSMEs, non-MSMEs and scheduled passenger airlines with existing credit facilities. Airlines can get additional credit cover up to 100% of peak working capital, capped at 1,500 crore rupees. Other eligible borrowers get cover up to 20%, capped at 100 crore rupees. Repayment period is up to 7 years for airlines and 5 years for others. Question 15. The Mission for Cotton Productivity, approved in May 2026, will initially cover how many districts across cotton-producing states? The correct answer is B. 140 districts in 14 states. The Union Cabinet approved the Mission for Cotton Productivity on 5 May 2026 with an outlay of 5,659 crore rupees. It covers the period 2026 to 27 to 2030 to 31. The mission will initially cover 140 districts in 14 cotton-producing states. It focuses on high-yielding, pest-resistant cotton seed varieties. It also aims to improve cotton quality testing infrastructure and exports. Question 16. What is the financial outlay of the Scheme for Promotion of Surface Coal Lignite Gasification Projects, approved in May 2026? The correct answer is B. 37,500 crore rupees. The Union Cabinet approved this scheme on 13 May 2026. It has a financial outlay of 37,500 crore rupees. The scheme targets gasification of about 100 million tons of coal by 2030. It builds on an earlier 8,500 crore rupees scheme approved in January 2024. The initiative aims to reduce import dependence on LNG, urea, ammonia and methanol. Question 17. The Union Cabinet approved continuation of which PDS-related umbrella scheme until March 2031? The correct answer is A. Sarthak PDS. The Cabinet approved continuation of Sarthak PDS as an umbrella scheme until March 2031 in May 2026. Sarthak PDS stands for Scheme for Assistance in Ration Transport and Handling, Income with Automation in PDS. It provides financial support for intrastate food grain movement and handling. It also covers fair price shop dealers' margin. It operates under the National Food Security Act, 2013. Question 18. In the Kharif MSP hike approved by the Cabinet in May 2026, which crop received the highest percentage increase? The correct answer is C. Jowar. The Cabinet approved MSP hikes for 14 Kharif crops for the 2026-27 season. Paddy MSP was increased by about 3%. Jowar received one of the highest increases, around 9%. Sunflower at 8%, soybean at 7%, and cotton at 7% also saw notable hikes. The estimated payout to farmers for the Kharif season is around 2.6 lakh rupees crore. Question 19. The 10,000 crore rupees fund approved by the Cabinet in June 2026 for all marketing companies aims to stabilize the price of which fuel for Indian Airlines? The correct answer is C. Aviation Turbine Fuel, ATF. The Union Cabinet approved a 10,000 crore rupees fund for all marketing companies in June 2026. It supports capped aviation turbine fuel, or ATF, prices for scheduled Indian airlines. The fund responds to ATF price volatility caused by the West Asia crisis. Support is given as interest-free advances to OMCs, recovered later when prices moderate. Participating airlines must procure ATF only from OMCs for up to 3 years. Question 20. In June 2026, the Cabinet approved an additional 30,000 crore rupees investment in which fund, taking the total commitment to 60,000 crore rupees. The correct answer is A. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund, NIIF. The Union Cabinet approved an additional 30,000 crore rupees investment in NIIF in June 2026. This takes the total government commitment to NIIF to 60,000 crore rupees. NIIF stands for National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. NIIF is India's sovereign wealth fund created to boost infrastructure investment. The additional investment aims to mobilize more private and institutional capital for infrastructure.